Hello everybody, it's Sierra, the Artsy Badger, and today for Drawcember Day 28, we're going to be drawing some dynamic poses. So I don't know if it's because of the creature creation video I did recently, but Avatar: The Last Airbender was on the brain for this prompt. As I was searching for poses on Pinterest, I found a lot of dynamic martial art poses, and it reminded me a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I decided to use my Prismacolor Color Erase pencils in 4 different colors to draw 4 different elemental benders. As I said in the last video that I talked about Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you have not seen it, you need to stop this video and go watch it right now. All of it. All like 200 episodes of it. There's probably more. Maybe less? I don't know. I could probably look it up, but I'm not going to. Anyway, so the first pose with the red pencil is the firebender. This second pose, which was definitely the most difficult pose, I think I was trying too hard in the beginning to fit each pose in its own sort of space and have no overlap. So I think that was my first downfall with this pose. And then secondly, it was just kind of a hard pose. I was using a reference, but things about it just didn't look right translated into drawing. That's probably just my incompetence, but either way, I ended up changing some things, mostly like the directions of which way the palms were facing, and also that left leg that's sticking out straight. I had to change some things there. But overall, I think it looks like a dynamic pose, so I'm gonna consider it a success in that regard. The purple pose is an airbender. This was another hard one. I don't know. I was using a reference of Aang for this one. Aang is the main character of Avatar: Last Airbender, in case you don't know. And I don't think I'm spoiling anything by saying what it says in the title, but he is the last airbender. So he was pretty much the only person I could use as reference. And this was a pose, he was actually holding his little staff thing, but I didn't draw that in here. Anyway, I don't think it looks as awkward as the waterbender one, but it doesn't really look like an airbender pose, I guess. Should have drawn him rolling around on his little air sphere. Here's me just attempting to indicate air around the legs. Not the best depiction of air, I would say. Now, for the earthbender, I think that this was my most successful one. It just looks very strong and powerful and grounded, which is kind of the motto of earthbending. So I'm really proud of this one. I have always thought that if I was in the Avatar universe, I would probably be an earthbender. But I took one of those handy-dandy BuzzFeed quizzes many moons ago and found out that I'm actually a firebender. I mean, I'm sure you can be whatever bender you would prefer to be. I always thought that my personality was slightly more earthbender, but I'm not mad about being a firebender. They're pretty freaking cool. They have a bad rap in the show, I guess, but my favorite character is Zuko, so I guess maybe it makes sense that I would be a firebender. But who doesn't love Zuko? He's the best, right? Sorry if any of you don't know what I'm talking about. I should probably talk more about the drawing. So I spent quite a bit of time debating whether or not I wanted to bring these to full images, like fully clothed in bender garments and things. But ultimately, I decided I just wanted this to be a pose practice, but I thought that the original sketches were a little too light, so I decided to go over them with darker lines. And I like the way that they are all overlapping at this point. It looks really nice once they're actually defined, I think. Which elemental bender would you be if you were in the Avatar universe? Let me know down below, or maybe I'll even leave a link in the iCard and you guys can pick which bending you would be. Yeah, that's a good idea. But feel free to comment down below too. I will put a little poll up here in the iCard just in case that's easier for you. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.